Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this video, if you looked at the title or the thumbnail and didn't click on this by accident, you already know, but this is going to be the top 10 worst figures of the year so far. I was going to avoid doing this because it's not fun, frankly, but it's also kind of fun to make fun of them, so I guess it's okay, but an overwhelming response for this. You know, when I did the video the other day about the top 10 best, so many of you said do this, so here it is. This is very subjective, but I've tried to make it at least as much as possible on objective flaws in the figures, not just personal preference, as much as I can. But like I said, this is a very subjective sort of thing, and this will most definitely change by the end of the year, not just because more figures are coming out, just because it'll change if I make this list tomorrow. It's, you know, there's a lot going into it that's not something you can just easily see with empirical evidence. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started with an honorable mention. That's going to be the Mafex Robin. This is a figure where it's like, it's very mixed. A lot of people are saying how good it is because you can pose it and hide all the problems. My argument is that you shouldn't have to. If it didn't have those problems in the first place, when you posed it, it would look even better. It's very gappy. It has poor choice of articulation. He's very slender and tall, which doesn't really make sense. You know, he's not supposed to be a bodybuilder. I understand that, but he's not shaped correctly. The face is janky. There's just a lot going on with this figure that's not very good, despite the fact that it can be made to look good in photos. People seem to have confused that these days. Just because somebody on Instagram makes a really nice looking photo with a good background and stuff, that doesn't make it a good figure. That's essentially the same thing as what commercials used to be, guys. You can make bad products look good with good photography. That's not necessarily a good product just because it can pose. Anyway, that's why this guy's here. He's not terrible. You can make him look good, so he's an honorable mention. Coming in at number 10, this is the Marvel Legends, Dark Avenger, Six-Arm Spider-Man, whatever you want to call him. It's just, like, it's a hard design to work with in the first place, but Hasbro put zero effort into making this figure look good. It's like the cheapest, ugliest, jankiest looking thing, and I understand some people are going to want it, but it is not, by any measure, a good action figure. It is not even a good Marvel Legends figure. Coming in at number 9, we're going to have a lot of Marvel Legends on here, by the way. Well, I guess not too many. Okay, coming in at number 9, we have the Wolverine from the movie with the battle damage and the sleeves being gone. They didn't give you the head you needed to make him the helmetless Wolverine, which is super irritating. They also only put the battle damage on the front of the figure, and the battle damage just looks terrible. It looks like it was done with a Sharpie. Just not a good release. For being a really cheap figure for them to make, you'd think they'd put some more effort into it, but instead they just capitalized on the opportunity and screwed the customers even more. Okay, coming in at number 8, we have more more movie figures from Hasbro. I'm going to put 2 of them on here. We have the reissue of the movie Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man, which came with less stuff than it did originally. The colors don't make sense now, and it wasn't that good in the first place, but now it costs more with less stuff. And then the same thing is true for the Iron Man of a similar release. It's not a particularly good figure to begin with, then they reissued it with fewer accessories at a higher price. That's not okay. So yeah, they aren't very good figures. Coming in at number 7, we have the Figma Zelda, which would be higher on the list except for the fact that she has some nice paint. Like, there's some nice clean paint work on there. That's about it. Otherwise, it's hard to even call this an action figure, and it's pretty damn offensive that it costs as much as it does while being as bad as it is at being an action figure. Coming in at number 6, we have the Jackie Chan figure. It's just not good. The way they chose to cut up the shoulders in particular and the crotch, it's just not a good looking figure. It doesn't pose anywhere near as well as it should. They chose to make the baggy trash outfit fine. You gotta make it better. The silhouette's all jacked up. And then even if you can get past all of that, the way they did the face with the digital printing on there, it kind of looks okay, but then also it looks like he's wearing a mask because the way the paint job just abruptly ends on his face. It looks really, really cheap and bad. Okay, coming in at number 5, we have this muscle body. I don't remember the company. I'll have it, I can maybe put it on the screen if I remember to, but whatever, I reviewed it. It's this muscle body, and the thing is, like, it doesn't look good as a muscle body, and it doesn't pose well. You have to pick one or the other. You have to be more accurate anatomically if you want to try to be that, or you have to pose well to just be a fun, stylized, skinless human. It doesn't do either. It's not well sculpted, it's not well painted, and it doesn't pose well. It's not accurate anatomically. It's just not good at anything, unfortunately. Coming in at number 4, kind of similarly, we have the Romani naked male body blank thing, which I know some people absolutely loved and tried to make up arguments for, which I did reels on to show you how full of crap those people are. It doesn't pose well. The torso is completely screwed up. The way they did it, it cannot get good range out of certain joints, which are clearly necessary, or the range is clearly necessary given how cut up that torso is with those fake Revoltech shoulder things and whatnot. The flexible elbows don't really work. It has a very limited range. It's a super cool looking figure in some ways. There's some utility out there for this figure, but boy was it disappointing, and that's why it's making the list here. Coming in at number 3, we have the Mafex Jubilee, just an absolutely overpriced pile of garbage there. I don't think there's anything good about this figure, honestly. I don't think any of the accessories made sense. I don't think the jacket looked good at all. I think it was really, really cheap and poorly put together. Way too big and bulky on her. The body underneath wasn't very good. The faces weren't good. They couldn't even put the glasses in the right spot. The paint job was terrible. The way the glasses attached to the face was terrible. I think this is easily one of the worst figures Mafex has put out. Well, I don't know about that. That's hard to say, but maybe. Coming in at number 2, we have the McFarlane Toys Black Canary. I don't really need to say much more than that. Somehow, inevitably, there's always somebody who tells me when I review a figure that's just so clearly bad, they say, this is a great figure, I love it. And I just don't understand it. I can't. I need somebody to explain to me how you can love this figure, because the faces are absolutely horrendous. The fishnet stockings that stop halfway up the thigh, not literally, but at the thigh swivel, that's crazy. The jacket is horrible. It looked better on Darwin. Like, there's just nothing that's actually good about this figure other than the print work on the back of the jacket, if I remember correctly. It was just a really, really lousy figure. And then coming in at number 1, this may ruffle some feathers. I know some people like this figure, but it's the Revoltech Chun-Li from Street Fighter 6. The way they designed this figure, it is just unacceptable. It's not okay. But the crazy alien proportions with the gangly long arms and the humongous lower body, it is not accurate to the source material. For anybody who said that, it's not even close. Chun-Li is kind of frumpy and thick in this game rather than just the muscular but still shapely. I get that. This is not right. She looks like a freaking alien. But even with that, that's not the biggest issue. The biggest issue is the way they connected her clothing and with hard plastic. It kills the posability of this figure. There is a third-party piece out there. You can replace it with that's cloth. That's nice. But anyway, the figure is just not put together well. It's not well thought out. It's not well sculpted. The paints on it are okay, but even the accessory, the flash kick, isn't very good. There's just way too much wrong with this, and there's no real reason for it because the rest of the Street Fighter figures have been pretty solid. But yeah, her crazy size discrepancy between her torso and her hips is nuts, and that clothing piece just really sealed the deal. It's not a good figure in any way. And that's it. That's the end of my top 10 list. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I remember some real stinkers this year, but I don't know, maybe I just missed them when I was going through my list of reviews. I don't know. But yeah, that's not so bad, I guess. We'll see how the rest of the year goes, but it's been a good year too. I think we're seeing some more extremes lately with some really nice releases and some really dog crap releases at the same time. Which is, I guess, good because the good ones do exist, but it's definitely more fun to talk about those than these, so hopefully we have a lot more good releases for the rest of the year. But that's it. I'm done talking. Let me know what you guys think about my list. Did you like any of these figures and think they shouldn't be there, or were there other figures that you think definitely do belong on this list? We'll talk about that down below. But thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down, and if you haven't subscribed, you should. I have new videos just about every single day, and thousands already on the channel, so make sure you come back for all of that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.